absolutely. So that's Coach Jasmine on our staff, Jasmine Pitts. That's her new puppy, and her name is Spicy. Her daughter, who's about two and a half, named her. So she got to come to practice today, and that always helps lighten the mood for the team. They all, not every one of them, but a lot of them have pets at home that they miss. And so it's just, a great thing to have a puppy around, especially during the times that we're going through when the players haven't been able to see their families the way that they normally would. So, we're just excited to get an opportunity to play again this weekend. We've, everyone in the program was tested negative, and so the game is on. And sometimes going into the games, that's one of the biggest stressors. Is just like, are we going to be able to play because we've been paused in the past? And so our team's just really excited. We just got finished with practice, and I think we have a great opportunity this weekend, to play at home again against a very good team. And with San Diego State, we've just always had close games with them in the past. I feel like home or away or the tournament stuff is just kind of always goes down to the wire. So we're just excited to have an opportunity again to play this weekend.
Okay, and with that, we'll open up to any questions. So if you guys want to jump in.
Can Amaya play this week?
I'm sorry?
Can Amaya play this week?
Yeah, Maya will be playing.
Okay. What kind of dog is that?
It's an American Bulldog.
Nice.
I think it is.
How old?
8 weeks.
Okay.
She's supposed to be, I think, over 100 pounds. She's going to be a very large dog when she's done growing.
Can she go to games?
I think we can probably get her in the back entrance where the staff goes in, maybe.
She can sit with me at the table.
Yeah, she can sit with Katie. Yeah. If you hear any barking, just pretend like it's not happening.
So Wolfie.
Hey, Coach, talk a little bit about this matchup with San Diego State. Obviously, you're looking for your first conference wins and kind of missed out on part of the season. San Diego State, 2 wins. How do things look coming into this matchup?
Well, they've been really hindered injuries this year. I think they were projected to finish in the top 5. They were going to, I think, be a really strong team, and they've had some players in and out of the lineup. And with COVID and everything, their previous game, they had some players that didn't play that weren't necessarily injured before. So we're not sure exactly like who's going to be in the lineup. And I think that's a little bit of a common theme this year is, who's going to be available to play. So as a coach, we just prepare for everyone to be back out in our first game back. So I don't think their record indicates how good they can be when they're at full strength. And so we just have to be prepared to get their best shot and have all their best players available.
As far as your team's flow right now, the score wasn't really the indicator of the last game. That was a pretty tight battle right there. But as far as your team is gelling, you got a couple players just getting eligible a couple weeks back. Is it coming along? Are you there yet? Do you see like bigger things coming in the next few weeks or so?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think we're there yet. I think from a coaching standpoint, we have been able to figure out some rotations, which we had not figured out like the games prior, just because we had been without people at different points. And, now I felt good about our rotations on Saturday. And obviously we're playing without Amaya, who's someone's going to play a lot of minutes for us. So now we go back in and we're going to have to sort through some things there. But I think having her back really helps us from a defensive standpoint, especially. And she's such a great leader and has played a lot of minutes. But no, I think for us, our goal is just to getting better and, be playing our best basketball in March. We have a lot of new players and we're working through some things, and it's an unusual year not having scrimmages and exhibitions like you normally would. And, sometimes being paused and not being able to practice. So everybody has that reality though. It's not just Nevada. And so, it's not an excuse. It's just our reality this year. And we're just going to keep trying to get better every day, regardless of whatever circumstances we're dealing with.
Is it just all inter-squad scrimmages, or you used to bring in like guys to practice against? Can you not do that anymore?
No, we don't have scout guys this year just because of everything with COVID and all the testing protocols. And then usually you got 2 preseason scrimmages against other schools or exhibitions. It was your choice. And then, typically you would do more inter-squad scrimmages. And when we were kind of in that time period, you would have to bring in outside officials and people not in your testing bubble. So again, that was a little bit unusual to not be able to do that. So, and with us, we were just so cautious about not wanting to introduce anybody to our group that wasn't in our testing pool that we didn't even like considered doing that, I guess. We didn't bring in anybody outside. So, and unfortunately, our staff, we're not very good refs when we try to do it.
You guys came out with a lot of energy in that or that last Saturday. How do you is it something you can hold on to and teach them to do that again, or is it they have to do that on their own?
I think that just kind of speaks to who they are. I thought we had a great response on Friday in practice. We came back and we really watched film, and it wasn't a lot of positive things to take away. We had to really look at it and say, like, how can we learn from this and get better? And we had a great practice. And I just thought our team had just a great response. You know, we didn't have the game we wanted Thursday, and to have another opportunity. It's rare in a season when you have a game you don't like how you play that you get the opportunity to play that team again right away. You know, as coaches, you're always like, man, I wish we could play them again. And that just, you know, scheduling, it doesn't work like that. And this year, we do have that opportunity. And so I thought our team came out and made great adjustments. They did come out and play with great energy, and did a lot of things so much better than they did on Thursday.
So you like this format, playing like the same team so close together, or it's unusual?
I don't know yet. We've only done it once. You'll have to ask me at the end of the season. I know, I mean, from conversation standpoint, not a lot of coaches were in favor of it going into it. But I'll tell you, from a preparation standpoint, you know, assistant coaches do a lot of the legwork on scouting in terms of playing people back to back. It really breaks up their scouts, I think, and they can focus on one thing, and they can also watch a team that's not their scout way more intensely than they would if they had a scout 2 days later. So I think there's some positives to it from, you know, from the coaching standpoint.
Coach, you're almost a third of the way through the season, really getting close to that point. I mean, what have you liked out of this group from game one until now? Still, I know you said there's so much more work still to be done, but just how have they grown over this first few games or so?
Yeah. First of all, congrats, Shannon, on your, I saw you got a contract extension, so well-deserved, and congratulations. But I like just our coachability. Our team really works hard and they want to be good. They take feedback and they get in the gym extra and work. You know, I mentioned on Saturday, we had a walkthrough at 8:30, and our team, you know, 90% of our team is in there shooting at 7:30. And that's what it takes. You know, there's no shortcuts to being a good team. There's no shortcuts to being a good shooter. And I love how they're willing to put in the work and they're willing to take feedback and just try to be the best they can be. And they're fun. Honestly, they're like a fun group. You know, despite everything going on, I think they really focus on the positive in every situation with what we're dealing with. And, you know, they show up every day and they just want to work hard and be coached and improve.
Can you talk a little bit about Deja too, and just what she's brought to your table again so far this year? I mean, she leads the team in scoring and assists. So just what has she contributed so far?
I think she just has the ability to be so explosive, you know, especially with the ball in her hands. She can score in bunches. She can score really fast as soon as we get the ball in transition. Like, we can score in 3 seconds when she has it. And if she's not scoring it, maybe she's getting it to somebody in a position that they can play to their strengths. So she's just really, I think, started to turn the corner to be a consistent player. And when she's consistent, she can be one of the best players in this conference, in my opinion. So last weekend, I think, you know, she struggled a little bit shooting the ball, but, you know, when that happens, you got to find other ways to score. And I think that that's something she's going to learn and continue to grow and improve on. And also, she's going to get like tough defensive assignments against her because she is good. So now everything she's doing has to be a little bit tighter, a little bit just like a higher level, I guess, when you're drawing everybody's best defender. And you just got to raise your level and keep doing the things that you're doing just a little bit, I guess, more precise to be as effective as you're capable of. And I think Deja will do that.
How important is it, though, just to have leaders like her, because this is such a new group this season, just having someone like her and to have that voice out there on the court?
Yeah, well, she's actually pretty quiet, to be honest. She's not like a vocal leader, but she's somebody that I think, if you've ever had a teammate that you know is going to help you win, and they don't have to say a word, you just know that having them on your team increases your chances of winning a game. And I'd say that's the kind of leader she is. She like kind of influences energy and influences confidence by all the things that she can do. But she's not somebody that's rah-rah or really loud. That's just not her personality. But the leadership that she does bring is just as effective, if not more effective, because it just raises the level of people around her.
Your point guard seemed to hurt her ankle last time. Is she okay? Because she played tomorrow? Or?
I don't think so. I don't think she'll be playing. So we're going to try, but, you know.
Anything
But
else?
she will be back. Sorry, Jim. She will be back. I just don't know when. Yeah. It's the nature of the season. I swear, like every meeting we go into that week, it's like, okay, we need other people to step up because so-and-so, it's just been a challenging year that way. But I also, it's a positive thing because other people have opportunities to grow and play bigger roles, and every week that can change. And so there's no getting complacent, like, oh, I'm not going to play because, so-and-so is way ahead of me. It's like this year, that's just so not true for anybody at any position. So in that standpoint, it makes things competitive. It makes people stay eager to keep improving because we might need them week to week.